Hey, how's it going? You're watching TGN.TV. I am Zyack, bringing you a guide on how to do Morchok, the first boss in the Dragon Soul raid instance. I hope you enjoy. Morchok has a few abilities. He's got Stomp, which will hit everyone in the raid within 25 yards. It does a high amount of damage, but it gets split between everybody within that 25 yards. He's got Crush Armor, which will attack the current target for 110% weapon damage, and it does a stack and debuff that reduces your armor by 10%, and it stacks up to 10 times. He's got Resonating Crystal, which is basically just a red bubble on the ground at a random location. It will attack 3 players in 10 man or 7 players in 25 man, and it does more damage to people the further away that you are, so you need to stack up if you get the beam on your character. If you get a red beam from this spell, it means it's going to basically kill you. Yellow will do enough damage, but you need to have full health to survive it. And if you stand in it, it just does about 12,000 damage or something, not a lot. He's got Furious, which is basically just a softened rage, which happens when he gets 20% health. He's got Earth Consumes You, which will drag every player to the boss. It does 5% damage every second for 5 seconds. And then after he does this spell, he'll cast Black Blood of Earth, which is basically just black pool of blood along the ground. And to avoid this, you need to hide behind the pillars that spawn around this time as well. And this also does a lot of damage if you get hit by it. Morchok doesn't really have any phase rotation, but you could basically call phase 1 just attacking him and phase 2 hiding from the Black Blood of Earth. So for what we will call phase 1, you'll be attacking the boss. The people that get linked up through the beams are going to want to run to Resonating Crystal to reduce the amount of damage that they take. You're going to want to stack on the boss if you can, behind the boss, just be within 25 yards of the boss. And just to soak the amount of damage that's going to come from Stomp. He does no cleave abilities and he does nothing behind him, so you can just stand wherever you want around the boss. Just be as close as possible as you can. Sorry. If you've not got a good geared group, well, mainly your tanks and your healers, you can do a tank swap at 5 stacks of Crush Armor. If you've got a good gear group, you can do it 2 healers, 1 tank, so it's a pretty easy fight. You would want to leave your time warp until you reach 25% health, just to make the last 20% easier, since it's a softened rage, so it might make you struggle a little. So for phase 2, which we'll call phase 2, is basically just hiding behind the pillars. The boss is going to drag you in, and then you're going to want to get away quickly as possible, using either Heroic Leap if you're a warrior, if you're a goblin, use your launch ability, just rogue, sprint, mage blink and all that. Just get away from the boss as quickly as possible, because he's going to use his Black Blood of Earth, which does a high amount of damage, so just get out of there, and then hide behind the pillars. If you see 2 pillars behind each other, which are like close together, that'll block you, you can hide behind that, and then you can stand between the 2 pillars in the middle, so you can still attack the boss. Otherwise, if you stand right behind the pillar, you won't be able to attack the boss, because it'll be out of range. So, for this boss, I would recommend you take in at least 2 healers and at least 1 tank. Well, obviously you'll need that, but if you've got a good geared group, just 2 healers, 1 tank. If you've got a bad geared group, just starting Dragon Soul, you're going to want to have 3 healers, 2 tanks. I recommend trying to get as much range DPS as possible, just because it'll make hiding behind the pillars so much easier if you can still be attacking during this phase. And basically that's it. Thank you for watching, hope this helped. Until next time. As always, I've been Zyack with TGN.TV. Thanks for watching.
This video is part of the Way movement. We are YouTube. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.